Nkosinathi Ngcobo, Head of Department of Education, KwaZulu-Natal. We are here at Ugu District today for part of supporting all our districts. Ugu District was the first district we visited. We will be rolling out the program to other districts. The main aim of these visits to districts is to assess their progress in relation to the implementation of the academic improvement plan, which we have devised as a department, and have asked districts to contextualize the academic improvement plan in terms of their unique circumstances as districts. So what we do when we get into these districts, we do a comparative analysis of the performance of learners that we have now in 2023. We compare them with the group of learners that we had in 2022, so as to gauge the strength, the relative strength of the two cohorts, the 2022 cohort and the 2023 cohort. For example, here in Ugu District, the district achieved 87% in 2022, and we came here to see whether the performance in the first term mirrors the performance of the 2022 group in the first term. And we are pleased to say that we saw very positive comparisons between the two. The cohorts have relatively the same strength, which gives us confidence that here in Ugu District they are still going to achieve excellent result in 2023, looking at their academic improvement plan and looking how they are implementing it, and looking at the performance, the first term performance as compared to the first term performance of the group that wrote matric in 2022. We will be going to other districts from now on, and it was appropriate that we started here because this district has been the #1 district in the province for 4 years in a row, and this district has represented us in the national top 10 more than 3 times during these years where it has been #1 in the province. It was appropriate because they are #1, but secondly because we wanted to learn from this district lessons that we're going to take to other districts, good practices that we want to share with other districts. Overall, it's early days because it's only the first term, but it looks promising. And the purpose really is that districts must share their best practices. Secondly, districts must all be on an upward trajectory, and as head office we have to be there to support them in their journey towards ensuring that the province achieves its target of between 88 and 90%, because judging from what we got last year, and if we want to improve by 5%, it takes us to 88. But if we're at 88, we may as well move on to 90%, and that's what we want to do as a province. We're not competing with anyone. All we want is to achieve our target. If our target places us in the top 3 or top 2 in the country, well and good. But even if it doesn't take us to the top 3, if we achieve it, we'll be satisfied with our progress, because we're not trying to compete with anyone, but we're trying to better our record of last year. So we're basically competing with ourselves instead of with other provinces. We will be moving to the next 11 districts, and we want to complete this process before schools close for the winter holidays, so that we can focus on programs that we've set for the winter holidays, so that our learners are assisted, are supported during that time. The visits take the form of support more than the form of choosing people. We invite to these meetings management committee meetings of the districts. We also invite principals of schools that have performed below 40%, and as well as principals of schools that have that had an entrance level of 100 or more NSC candidates in 2022 and achieved less than 70%. So in other words, large schools with a pass percentage of less than 70% are invited to this meeting. In Ugu District, there was no no school achieved less than 40%. Hence, we only had 3 principals in this meeting, and those are principals of large enrollment schools who achieved less than 70%. But we're pleased to say that all of them were above 65, so they were quite close to 70%, and they had enrollment ranging from about 200 learners in 2022 doing writing the NSC, and about 150. So they really had many candidates, and even this year they've registered more than 100 learners each, and one of them has actually gone up from 150 to about 175, and we are certain that judging from the programs that even those schools are going to be well over 80%, and they are keeping us well in our journey towards achieving our target of 88% or 90%, if you want to move to the nearest 10. Thank you very much.